The growth of internet in Kenya has come with its fair share of challenges. This has been aggravated by the growing numbers of Kenyans in a largely unregulated social media scene. Propaganda and hate speech continue to thrive in these platforms, and more recently, government social media pages have been hacked into. So, what drives individuals to commit these crimes?
One of the simplest reasons is curiosity. So we have people who are curious on how can I break into a website? How can I get information that doesn't belong to me? One of the other motivations that we're seeing lately is financial motivation. So there are people who are paid to break into people's systems. And I think that is one of the key motivations that is causing some of the uprise of cybercrime that we're seeing around.
Though government websites have been infiltrated, the Communications Authority of Kenya says that sensitive government information is under tight security, and these attacks target mainly social media platforms.
First of all, I must say in areas where we have very highly sensitive data kept, very confidential information, I think enough firewalls have been put in place to be able to protect the data from being mined by criminals. Where we have seen in Kenya, and this is the problem that escalated across many cyber infrastructure in Kenya, is with relate to platforms regarding social media or websites. And we have come to discover, like particularly the websites which are hosted or owned by the government, proper security mechanisms had not been put in place to ensure that accountability is seen to be practiced in those particular areas.
According to a report released by the Communications Authority of Kenya, earlier this year, internet users in Kenya grew to 13.1 million in the second quarter of the 2013-2014 financial year, from 11.9 million in the previous quarter. With this growth, there have been setbacks.
The key challenge right now is awareness. Some of the attacks we are seeing right now, they're really based on awareness. It's very simple. If you're going to use a Twitter account, you need to be able to make sure that when you click on emails or if you receive some strange emails, you don't click on the emails. The other challenge you're also facing is around if you're using a particular software on your network, and this software requires you to be patching it on a regular basis. If you do not patch it, you'll get attacked. So we are facing those challenges around awareness. We are also not investing enough in cybersecurity or even information security. So if you deploy a system that is worth 10 million Kenyan shillings and you spend 50,000 on security, there is no way you can secure it.
Nonetheless, government says it has put in place elaborate measures to ensure cyber safety is enhanced, especially with the move to have all procurement procedures in the government move to an online platform.
As the Communications Authority of Kenya, we have now put elaborate regulatory framework in place to ensure that we identify whoever even accesses the net, whether it is through Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi, or whether it is through any normal access points, whether private, public, or whatever, so that at least when you commit a crime on the net, don't think that we will not be able to trace you. In fact, we have discussions around this, which we are still soon going to bounce to the industry players on the possibility of registering devices that can access the net, like the smartphones.
Also, the Kenya government has gone a step further to secure its online presence by proposing that all government websites be hosted locally.
The challenge with hosting some of these platforms abroad is by the time you get to bring back the service up, you're stuck. You're literally stuck. So you'll be waiting for 24 hours while your website is defaced. And most of these companies that are abroad do not provide you support 24/7. So it's a challenge. So I think being locally here, it is realistic. We've seen all these other countries do it. Most governments actually host most of their key infrastructure, IT infrastructure locally. So I think it does make sense. It's something that is timely, and it's something that it will work with the right investment and right approach.
Experts also recommend that more awareness needs to be created in order for people to observe caution and secure their online information.
What needs to happen is that a lot of training and awareness needs to happen to the common citizen, and we don't see this a lot. So you'll see that people who normally have social media accounts will be logging into free hotspots, maybe at a coffee shop, and thereby you find that they probably be logging into banking websites, and that their credentials will be harvested and they'll be stolen at that point. Someone will probably log into a cyber cafe and leave their account open, so that way someone will come and take over. So there's a lot of training and awareness that needs to happen.